Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Acker. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they'll start off with a deep shot. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 20. Past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only did they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Point after, not quite through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back to a pick 6 in the last possession. Trying to find room. It's Lewis. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. And he's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds his target. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
They'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Syracuse lines up quickly. They go with a direct snap. Gets the first and still running. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They look to throw it here on second down. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball caught inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Orangemen. They're setting out to try the BAT. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. Offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The Razorbacks will send the punt team onto the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's an out route. The catch made. Syracuse lines up quickly. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Big throw caught on the left side. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter and set something up downfield.
Makes a quick catch. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he fumbles. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Hawks on the scoop and score.
Oh, my gosh. That looked like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. He clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, they had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's a bullet over the middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. Syracuse lines up quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Bringing pressure. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete for a third straight play.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and affect him.
When he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass rush closing in. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The fourth down completion to the running back.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got a man down the middle. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Boy, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Acker. Tackle made after a big gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Syracuse. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Arkansas offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll set up to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is intercepted. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive battle. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's running out of time here. He's hit right as he throws it, and incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's going to take off here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He missed it. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a 2-possession game.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Timeout, Syracuse.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Syracuse lines up quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
He missed it. Lead remains at 14 after the miss. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They'll try the option play here. The back's got to run a pitch. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Receiver makes the grab. He's found some room at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
The Razorbacks offense is on the move now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Syracuse lines up quickly. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And here's the handoff. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. Here's another interception. Ramsey track.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Pressure is coming. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? And he laid the hit stick on him there.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll get him down that time. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff?
Syracuse, 14.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Another big play for this offense, but they are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. Now here's the toss play. Touchdown, Arkansas. This offense really clicking. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
14.
That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. Syracuse offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Syracuse lines up quickly. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Orangemen. And now to try here for the extra point. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. And there's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down after that running play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's got it for a big gain.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Same tailback, another carry. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. There's the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. Has the first down, still on the move. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
It's a fumble. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run for the first down. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Hogs. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. They'll throw it to the line here with the clock running. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. Trying to extend the play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
First down, we're going to throw the ball. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Well, that's a great performance in a